Anna's Flowers.
Hi. So my wife is going to be dropping off a couple boxes in front of your business later today. Can you just leave them there?
Boxes?
Yeah, we'll just leave them alone. I'll pick them up later. I got kicked out of the house for the night, so I just kind of we needed a mutual space to leave the boxes of my stuff. I'm going to be out for
Uh, who,
probably it'll probably just
who is
be.
this? Who is this?
My name is Michael.
Michael.
Huh.
You're calling the flower
Well,
shop,
I'm
right?
gonna be yeah. This is Anna's Flowers, correct?
Yeah.
Out there on Rosecrans Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so we're gonna be just my wife's gonna drop off a couple boxes. If you could just leave them there. Actually, it would be better. Um, I could tip someone for this if they could just stand by the boxes until I get there. She's probably gonna drop them off at about 8 o'clock.
We're not open at 8.
Well, is there any way I can get this done on a personal limb? I'd be willing to pay because
Are you are you from next door, from the dentist, or?
Well, no, we live a little bit away here, but just down in, my wife is we figured that's kind of like the midpoint between where our my old house is, where she lives, and where I'm staying, which is a storage unit.
Uh,
And so
I
we're just
mean,
she's gonna
we
drop.
can't
So
we can't keep it here, but if you want to pick it up, meet up here with whoever is gonna drop it off, you fine with that. But
Well,
we can't keep it here. Sorry.
I think if I see her in person, I would be triggered into a violent kind of domestic issue situation. So to avoid that, her and I both know what's best. She's gonna leave it in front of there. One of you guys is gonna stand out. I'll bring like 20, 30 bucks. Stand out there till about 11, from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. And then I'll come pick it up. I'll have cash in hand for that.
We're open till 7.
Okay, well, someone could come back at about 8 p.m. and then stand there till about 11 once my boxes get there. How does that work?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Here, you know what? My wife just texted me. She said she could drop it off at 6, so she's going to drop it off in about 20 minutes in front of you. One of you guys just go out there, stand next to my boxes, and I'll get there at about 8. Does that work for you guys?
I mean, we're not open. We're not open till 8. I don't know.
Well, this is like on a personal limb. What was your name again, son? What was your name again?
Carlos.
All right, Carlos. So there's this thing in life called opportunity, and you feel it in your gut, and you know when opportunity is presenting itself. But a lot of people mistake that feeling for anxiety, and rather than taking the opportunity, they wallow in anxiety. Carlos, today I know this is different, but I'm offering you $15 to wait from 6 p.m. next to my boxes until 8 p.m. How does that sound?
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Well, can you at least verify that my boxes get there? Like, send me a text?
You know what? I'm off work at 7, and after that, I'm.
Well, yeah, she'll be dropping them off at 6. So when you see them there at 6, just send me a text, say, hey, it's there.
If you want, you could call back in a few minutes, and I'll tell you if it's here.
Well, I would prefer, could you shoot me a text? Would that be possible? If not, that's fine. I'll call back in like 20 minutes.
You could call back.
Okay. How am I going to text you later?
I just can't leave the boxes here. We close at 7. I can't leave the boxes here. Cause I don't know, my boss might get mad or something. I don't know.
Well, he won't even see it. It'll be about 2 hours. That's why I'm kind of trying to pay you a little bit so that we could be in on this together. We could work on a cover story for why those boxes are there, for why you're protecting these boxes. So it sounds like to me, Carlos, it sounds like you're getting swallowed up by anxiety. But this is one of those moments. This is a key moment.
I'm good. Thank you, sir.
Well, I'll call you in a few.
I don't think I could hold on to him because my boss is gonna get mad.
Well, I'll call back in a few, and you tell me if they're there. Okay?
But I can't leave it here. I'm sorry.
Well, are you gonna move it? Are you gonna touch my property if it gets dropped off there?
Well, this isn't a place to drop off things.
Well, it's just gonna be right out. It's gonna be on a public sidewalk. It'll be right out front. Big
I mean,
box.
if
Big
it's if she
box.
leaves it out there, it's not my responsibility. So
Well, I'm not saying. I just
wherever
want
you
to
want.
know that I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna say, hey, did my bitch wife leave my clothes there? And you can say yes, and that'll be the end of the phone call.
Okay, if you want, she can leave it in the back, in the
Well,
parking
she's
lot.
gonna put it right out front because that's where I'm gonna end up being. That's where I'm gonna go. I don't want anyone to mistake it for trash because it's not. It's my belongings. I
Okay.
got kicked out. Have you ever
Okay.
been kicked out of a house before?
No.
Well, let me tell you. When you get kicked out of a house, you're gonna wish that you have people who are willing to leave a box outside of their business for a couple hours for you. So I'll call back in a little bit, and we'll talk more about our future together then. Okay, Carlos?
Okay.
Sarah Flower Shop?
Hi. It's just we had kind of discussed earlier, what we were going to be doing, and I was just kind of following up to see if I could forward over those documents to you.
Would you hold? Hello, can I help you?
Yeah, I was just trying to get those documents signed over today. I could fax them to you, or I could have a courier
What
run them
kind of,
by.
what kind of document?
Well, we'd spoken earlier today about, kind of the state of the world and some action that needed to be taken, and,
I don't think you talk to anybody here
No,
today.
this is Sarah's Flowers, right? Let me just make
Yeah,
sure.
this is a flower shop. Yeah.
Yeah,
But who
we
you
spoke
talk to?
earlier,
To
and
whom?
so
You spoke to whom?
I presume the business owner. Are you the business owner?
No, business owner not
We
here.
spoke earlier. And I was
No,
just
I
gonna run
didn't
by
talk to
some
anybody.
documents.
I think somebody just called me. This today they said capital something, and I tell them, oh, it's not here.
Just to kind of refresh your memory, because I think it was you I was talking to. We
I
were
don't think so.
discussing temporarily turning your flower shop into a pop-up abortion center due to the current standing of the Supreme Court, and I just had some papers you needed to fill out so you could have a medical
No, I
area
don't
set
think so.
aside.
I don't think so.
Well, we had discussed this because you said you were very supportive of women's rights. Is that not true?
No, I don't think so. I didn't talk to anybody. I'm sorry.
Are you saying you don't support? Are you saying you don't support women's rights?
No, I'm just an employee here. I'm not supposed to do anything for the shop.
Well, this is recorded.
Okay?
This is the media. Okay,
I
I work with
I know
CBS.
that. I know that.
You're gonna be put on blast here if you don't sign these. Let me just fax it over, and I'll pick it up tomorrow. How about that?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Is there a fax number I can send? No, no decision.
Have a fax number.
No decision.
Please.
I'll fax it to you.
I'm so sorry. I'm not
I'll
interested.
fax it
okay?
over to
Please.
you, and then you can think it over
okay?
over the
you
night.
are too pushy.
Yeah, hi. I was talking to someone earlier about a potential deal. I have a pretty decent collection of books here, and I was just trying to kind of, I was been scoping out the local bookstores, and I was talking to, I don't remember who the name. It was a gentleman though, who I was working with, and he said that you guys might be able to offer me a pretty penny.
It really depends on the book.
Okay. Well, it's a pretty large collection. We've got some second edition Lovecrafts here. I got a collection of Python books. We bought that back in, I don't even know how long ago now, but really they've enriched my life, and I've read them so many times, and yet they're in pristine condition, and so I think it would be great to pass on. I mean, I have one second edition Lovecraft, and I have like 14 Python books.
I mean, okay, so how selling works here is that every day from 10 to 2 we buy books, some music, and everything else. And it's 2 boxes or less per person per day.
Okay.
And basically what will happen is you bring them into the store, you set them down on the back counter, and our buyers will look over them, look at the content, look at the condition, and give you an offer.
Okay.
Those offers usually aren't huge.
Yeah, well, the gentleman I was talking to earlier, he was explaining to me that typically they have a process, and you must have just described that process to me. the interesting thing is that someone had actually sent me an email from you guys explaining book sales and procuring a large quantity. And then so I
Okay.
called you guys up. I talked to this gentleman. He said he was super stoked, interested about my Python collection here.
Okay.
My
That,
Pythonopedia is what it used to be called.
Okay, let me talk to someone real quick.
Okay.
Did you send anyone an email about Python books? Or talk to anyone about Python books? Like an edition Lovecraft?
Hello?
Okay, hi. Let me switch you over to my manager. He would be able to give you some more information.
What's your
about
manager's
that.
name?
Jason?
Okay, thank you.
Great.
Hello, this is Jason.
Hey, Jason, I got your email, and then I followed up with another gentleman there not too long ago, and then I was just kind of calling again to get some, figure out a good time to get it in and get it properly appraised here. So, yeah, I'm just kind of wondering, since this is it's like 178 books, my Pythonopedia collection and my second edition Lovecraft, and I think it might be worth a pretty penny. I've gotten it looked at before. No one gave me an exact figure, but the guy said more than I would pay for it, if I quoted him correctly there. And so like I said, I'm just kind of trying to move the wheels of this deal.
Yeah, I mean, normally people just bring in their books, and we just look over the condition and content.
So the thing is that I've kind of been through this whole. I had a chat with a gentleman earlier who explained that there was a typical process and offered me an expedited personal process due to the historical value that my Pythonopedia would bring to your establishment. And so this is half off books. That's correct?
Yeah,
just want to make sure I'm calling the right
that's
place.
Not how, I don't think anybody's really trained to say that, because what I've had everyone say is that
they sounded more like an entrepreneur. It didn't seem like they were crushed by bureaucracy into saying.
All right, well that's fine. But if you want to bring in your items for us to appraise,
is there another?
You can do that.
Is the gentleman I talked to earlier there?
Well, I'm the main person to talk to.
Are you hiring right now by chance?
Anybody else that is here is someone that I've personally trained. Yeah.
That's okay. So you have a pretty high position in the store. How long have you worked there?
10 years.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And does it? Yeah. How's the store? Is it? They've treated you well. I mean, taking you through, your life so far. A decade of your time. That sounds pretty good. What keeps you around at that company?
I'm sorry. I thought this was about just.
Well, yeah, I'm so sorry. I tend to get, I'm hiring for my own company, and I just like to. I find the best finds for employees are in the natural world, and if I can be upfront with you, you have a kind of a glow talking through the phone here with you.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'm not necessarily in the market to look for a job, so.
Hey! My father always told me not to say no to an offer before you hear it. So how about this? How about I'm gonna bring in my Pythonopedia. What's the time frame to do that?
Anytime from 10 to 2. Yeah, so just bring in your books from 10 to 2.
10 to 2. Okay,
and
then
look at the condition and content.
Are you there during that time? Maybe we can kind of set up.
Anybody here should be able to help you out as long as we're able to.
Your name is Jason. That's correct here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this email I got here, and it looks like it's from you actually, and so I'm kind of wondering where the confusion on your end is coming from.
I'm not sure if I remember it, but if you did,
I can read it to you
like anybody else.
Well, I could read it to you because here, like I explained, it expressed great interest in my collection. It said that you saw my posting on Craigslist and that you think that it's more valuable and that your store would love to have it. And then it says, please reach out. You can, and then it has. Then I called. I talked to a gentleman.
Anything for Craigslist?
No, I posted something on Craigslist.
Isn't us. So I can guarantee that's
no. I posted something on Craigslist, and then it says Jason at the end of this email.
If we're reaching out, I'm also explaining that we didn't reach out. So you would just, if you did want to sell anything, you just have to come.
Well, I do, but I'm just kind of.
Really go out.
This
and,
is
like seek
a little bit of a. I'm perplexed, frankly. I don't
Yeah.
really understand, because it says you're the one who sent this email, so why are you harassing my email if you don't really have intention of doing real business with me?
Because I don't understand how that could have been me, so I just don't
Well,
think
I have your name, I have the email, and then I have the store number. I talked to a gentleman earlier. He explained an expedited process or something with a little more of a personal touch than just shuffling my books in a garbage bag, you know?
Okay.
And so I was just kind of hoping that we could, especially since it seems like you were interested based off of the quality of my find that I have here.
Yeah. I mean, I can explain to you right now, just from the horse's mouth, that I can't say I am.
Okay.
And so anybody can send an email, and I'm just not sure who would
well,
that
this
be.
is, what's your company email? Let's check it against mine, and we'll see. We can see about that.
I really don't think this is going to help us because it's really not.
Well, you want the Python books, right? You're willing to take a look at them at least and give them a fair appraisal?
If you did want to sell stuff, all you need to do is just bring it in.
So you are still willing. You're still willing to look at it, is what you're saying.
There's no real process that we seek out people's inventory on a very laborious.
Well, I believe, frankly, that is something that all good entrepreneurs like yourself, would do, and I hope in the future you kind of engage in that activity a little more, and you don't jerk people around with these fake promises of business, because it feels like you've kind of wasted 2 or 3 days of my time. I've got my Pythonopedia situation together here. Got my 2nd edition Lovecraft. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
and so
what
what are you making right there at the what's your hourly rate, or are you salaried?
You know what? I really
because I believe I can do better than Match. I could do better than Match.
I'm really not interested. I'm sorry.
But you don't even know how much I'm offering. Do you make more than 22 an hour?
That's really not my point. I'm really
you legally are allowed to discuss your wages. You're aware of that.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to be there tomorrow from 10 to 2 to look at my Pythonopedia? Hello? Hey, is this Carlos?
Yes.
Hey, Carlos, we spoke a little bit ago talking about how my wife was going to drop off a box. She just sent me a picture of the text. She dropped the box off for near building there. So you see it there, just confirming, right? It's right out front.
Let me check.
Yeah. Pretty big box, should be anyways.
No, sir, there's nothing in the front.
What do you mean by that? I got sent a picture that was out there. Did you see anyone maybe walking away with a large parcel?
Nope.
Well, so she just sent me this text like 2 minutes ago, and within 2 minutes, my box is gone. You know what, Carlos? I'm starting to think that, I don't know. What could have happened to my box? Do you think someone took it?
I don't know. I'm not responsible for that. Like I told you, I don't know.
Well, I understand you didn't take my money. I understand that we didn't have a deal, but I'm just, as a humanity, I'm like a little, because that's all my stuff, and I was gonna be there a couple hours, pick it up. Can you check one more time for me, please? I'm starting to be a little concerned.
Okay, give me a moment. No, sir, there's nothing.
Oh my god, that was all my shit. Oh my god. Do you guys have security cameras, Carlos? Because I don't know. That was all my shit. You're sure it wasn't out there? You checked twice?
Yes, sir. I checked.
Oh my god.
Anna Flowers.
Can I speak to Carlos?
This is me.
Hey, Carlos. This is Janet.
Janet?
Yeah, my soon-to-be ex, Michael, was talking to you earlier, and you guys apparently made an agreement for us to meet at your place, and that's the drop-off location. So I dropped everything off, and he just called me and said that it was all gone. So I don't know if there's like a process to, investigate this or whatever, since you guys technically are liable, since you had agreed to watch the stuff for him. So
I didn't agree. I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't agree to anything. You did not drop off anything inside the store.
No,
I'm
it was
not
right
responsible.
outside. It was like 2 boxes, and one of them actually had some live animals in it. So I just want to, that concerns me. Well, do you guys have video cameras that we can look at? Because there was stuff of value in there.
No, we don't actually. We don't.
So how are we going to? What are you guys gonna do? Like for me?
I have no. What do you mean? That's on you guys.
Well,
we have
no,
nothing
like
to do with
he
the
said
box.
that you guys talked about storage location and that he got clearance from you.
We don't have
to bring
storage
it there.
This is a flower shop. This
And
isn't a
no,
storage location.
I know, but my ex said that he had talked to you about using your place as a spot where we use your address, and he said
I told
said
them.
yes.
I told them no because this isn't a storage or to hold on to any packages. I told them I'm not responsible for that. No,
So is
not
there
me
like a
or the
claim
store.
form? Is there like a claim that I have to, like a process?
This is a flower shop, ma'am.
Oh, I know. Are you the manager?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Maybe the manager could help me then. Like, if there's a claim
The manager
form.
is not here.
When will the manager be in?
The manager will be here tomorrow morning, and she's the owner.
Oh, okay. It's a girl.
And I'm her son.
That's good. Oh, you're her son. Oh, congratulations. Yes. Right. Okay. All right. Well, so when I talk to her tomorrow, I'll tell her that I know that you're her son, and then we'll proceed from there.
I'm sorry, ma'am. There's nothing to proceed, okay?
So, is there a claim form?
Nothing's our responsibility.
Is there a claim form? Well, what about the snakes? There was 2 snakes. One of them was actually a rattlesnake. I don't know if that should have been transported.
Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about.
Part of what we left there out front, in front of your store.
Okay, outside's nothing to do with us, ma'am.
Well, you should be careful and check all the cracks and crevices because there are 2 poisonous snakes that were in that equipment, that delivery, and they might be there. So I would just be very careful.
Okay, thank you for advising, but nothing outside of the location is our responsibility.
I received an email, kind of, expressing deep interest in my collection here.
What city are you in?
That's Anaheim.
You're in Anaheim? Okay.
I am. So, I mean, if you want to kind of get to the bottom of this email, you could probably look it up in your email system, whatever that is you use. Because I have it in front of me. It's from a gentleman named Jason. My name's Michael.
Hey, Michael, you're talking a lot. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Okay. So whatever happened in the past, we're only able to do it from 10 to 2 just because we're on the floor working. So unfortunately, no one's going to be able to sit with you after hours.
Oh, but I had a full-on conversation with someone explaining. I mean, that wasn't even me who brought it up. That was something they said they would do due to the high-ticket nature of what I'm bringing in.
Okay, I'm going to ask you not to call this store anymore, okay? And you can, or else we're just going to report your phone number.
You can do that. Right. You can go ahead and do that. But frankly, I'm just so confused. So is this book deal still happening, or?
Hours.
Hey, is Carlos around? Is Carlos available?
That's me.
Hey, Carlos, we spoke yesterday. You spoke to my wife, and I want to know what happened, buddy.
About?
My property was stolen, and I need to know what happened.
I don't know anything about that.
You're the only person I told about this, and I have it recorded. I have it recorded, so I know you agreed to help me out.
I didn't agree. I told you it wasn't my responsibility.
Oh, so you do admit that you remember. Okay, alright, we're getting somewhere. So, what did you do with my clothes?
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
My wife left clothes?
I told you it wasn't my responsibility. This is a flower shop.
Well, here's the thing. I suspect that you had something to do with the disappearance of my clothes. She dropped them off, I showed up, they weren't there.
Okay, what do you want to do about it?
Only one other person knew about this plan.
Okay, what do you want to do about that?
I'm looking for injunctive relief or a cashier's check today. Or my
Sir.
clothes back. Just make it simple.
Sir, nothing's my responsibility.
I'm sorry, this is Carlos, correct?
Yes.
Did you talk to my wife yesterday?
Nope.
Really? Okay, I'll check the phone records. We'll see about that. This is all gonna come out in the
Okay.
deposition, buddy. This is all gonna come out.
Okay, that's fine.
Did you see her drop the package off, yes or no?
No, sir. Sir, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I told you nothing's my responsibility, mine or the flower shops. Have a good day.
Well, you said it was the flower shops.